one thing I like, maybe I got it from you, was coming up with like one or two things. Maybe it was a conversation with you. I don't remember exactly, but I was feeling like I was like just ingesting so much stuff, like researching for these things and writing, like you're on this like search for better, making yourself better, that you forget to actually do some of the things that you learned. You know what I mean? And like just knowing about the things doesn't mean you're doing anything.
Mm-mm.
You know what I mean? You can listen to 14 episodes of Alex Huberman, but unless you actually go do one of the things they suggest,
right,
you're not doing anything.
Yeah.
So I was like, shit, I'm like doing all this research and stuff, and I'm knowledgeable, but I'm not implementing anything, you know? And so I started just like, I'm going to implement one thing.
Yeah.
You know? And it's cool.
Do it consistently and then add on to it.
Mm-hmm. And just keep going.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And that, like, you know, this show is called Warrior Mindset. And I'm just looking at the thing over there. And, you know, it's about having an improving and a growth, you know, the growth mindset and everything.
Yeah, 1%.
Yeah. And, you know, that's why, okay, so with the How Not to Age, I knew I wasn't going to be able to finish the entire, you know, 400-page book in the 2 weeks that I had it from the library. Plus, I was reading this, and plus I was reading the other book.
Yeah.
So, you know, I did not skim through. I, you know, read a lot of it, and then I found like the towards the end, there were like, you know, the 5 recommendations.
Yeah.
You know, like, you don't have to sell me on anything.
Yeah.
Just tell me what the fuck to do.
That's
and
right.
that's the algorithm thing that I really would appreciate.
Yes.
But so I skipped ahead to the 5 things, and, you know, it was like eat walnuts, eat hold on. These are out of context, but eat walnuts, eat blackberries, and eat broccoli were like the 3 of the biggest recommendations because then there was the science behind it and blah, 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 blah. But, you know, so when
that's your algorithm.
But pretty much. But when my son and I, you know, like he's been, you know, he played soccer for 14 years. Yeah. He's in his sophomore year of college, and he called me and said, you know, hey, I want to get healthier.
Ooh.
And, you know, I
want to. Cool when they do that.
Love you, buddy.
Is he serious?
He is. That's and, you know, like, I mean,
man, my oldest has gotten just enormous.
In a good way or bad way?
Lifting weights every day.
Gotcha.
Full on, like, creatine beast. Like, I'm like, holy crap.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but you also have to start with, like, you know, and
we started like 2-3 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, my son's always been a picky eater to an extreme. And so, so
my youngest is like that too.
Yeah, that's right.
On, bro.
And it's hard to deal with as a parent, but, you know, but also
now it's his problem.
Now it's his problem. But I, you know, and so, you know, he asked, you know, a couple of weeks ago, can I come over and do like meal prep at your house? And so, and he's like, what should I,
it's not like, can you buy me a bunch of food?
No.
And I know.
Yeah, no. And he brought over the things and everything. And cool. We cooked, you know, he cooked. I talked to him while he was doing it. And cool. so did my wife. And just to understand where he was and everything. And so we're like, you know, can you add a green thing into that?
Yeah, no.
That would be good.
Come on, bro.
Okay.